I look like shit. I've been awake for 24 hours. No, longer than that. I have been stressed, sweaty, crying, frostbitten, and had one of the best nights of my life. Been stressed.
Hey guys, I didn't really explain too well what had happened to me here, probably because I hadn't had any sleep. So the night before I went to Parkway Drive, a metal band with an orchestra down at Sydney Opera House. That morning I'd woken up at about 7:30 a.m. Fast forward to that night, I got back from the show at 11 p.m. Following the snack, I then had to pack my bag and tidy up the hotel room, and by that time it was about 3:30 a.m. and I had to leave. Literally, I was running late to get to the airport to catch a flight home to Brisbane. When I entered the airport, I wouldn't be surprised if they thought the cast of Walking Dead had just showed up because well, you'll see.
Let's unpack. I meant literally. I'm so fucking delusional right now. I will break down the night in a second, but I just need some help.
Randomly just handed me a monster pin. I don't know what that says about me, but it's kind of cute.
I really wanted the white one, but the Australian one kind of felt fitting. So fucking terrible.
I have grown!
Last night was Parkway Drive at the Sydney Opera House. I think I blacked out for the first 5 songs. And thank you Parkway and their team and even Epitaph. I don't deserve you very kind humans, but I appreciate it. And now this sounds fucking sponsored. This isn't sponsored.
Honestly, it's probably not even on YouTube. I have such a colourful tongue.
This fucking jacket. Since when was Sydney so cold? As much as I love the winter and I like to be wrapped up like baby Jesus and put in front of a burning piece of timber, I was having a little pre-show sauna. That's not where the sweat came in, but I guess that's kind of adds to it. I would like to call it a fun, mild panic attack of I might be wearing a floor-length gown, but I will be half fucking naked. So I was like, we gotta go. We gotta get out of the sauna and go purchase stuff. You can't just walk into a shop, chaps out, like... chaps out. No, tell the story fluently. Fluent. I then had a mild panic attack inside the shop because nothing fits me. I'm literally in the middle of General Pants Co. with the smallest size of every single jacket that they had in stock. Why'd I go to General Pants? Because it was cold and it was the closest shop to the hotel. I ended up with this. The panic attack came from me being 5 foot, and no matter what sleeve I tried on, I wouldn't be able to use my grabbers, and these are quite handy to hold things. And I was already going to be, this is going to come out wrong, disembobulated, dismembered, that's wrong, incombobulate, you know, you guys can figure it out. My dress was tight, little steps, high heels. I didn't want my hands to be out of action as well. Side quest, to make it even worse, when I showed up in Brisbane, so I get on the plane ready to come back to my beautiful, warm city that I call home, Brisbane. I get off the plane, hello New York! And it is literally the set for Home Alone 2. It might as well have been freaking snowing. I know I'm being dramatic, and this is probably why I know that I'm officially a Queenslander at this point. But whatever, I had a chai the size of my face and I was still kind of grumpy about it, but you know, it's okay. I was staying at the Hilton, beautiful hotel. I absolutely loved it. They gave us a room on the 39th floor. That is stunning and everything, but they've kind of got this window sealed, so there's no like shooting yourself out the windows if you need to like get down to the ground real quick. Give me some of this. If you could see my brain right now, it would look like it was like 240p. When I tell you the Hilton Hotels is collecting elevators like a 90s kid is collecting Pokemon cards, like stacked on stacked on stacked. Every time I went to use this elevator, it liked to take the scenic route. We stopped at every goddamn floor except for between floors 18 and 4 because that was a weird no man's zone and there was like no even button on the elevator. So I'm just assuming that that's where they fucking kill people. That's where they steal people out of their hotels, take them down to a fucking asylum and start removing body parts and selling it on the black fucking market. Paris, is that why you're so beautiful? You're harvesting our fucking organs. You know, just like when you're running a little bit late because you went out for a little play date in the freezing cold to buy a jacket, and even things like that, like taking like a 15-minute elevator ride. You're just like tweaking. Talk about harvesting organs, and I literally have someone else's fucking hair in my suitcase. I got Crohn's. Oh, with Jeff. Who the fuck is Jeff? Oh, with Jimmy. Yeah, me and Mr. Beast got it going on. Fun fact, I bought these for my papa's funeral. That's the only time that I've worn them, and I don't
know how I feel about these shoes. I've only ever left the house twice, for a funeral and like a really random kind of once in a lifetime Parkway Drive gig. She needs to write a book. Her life is interesting. Okay, I'm gonna show you the merch. This one is sick. I love this. I've just made more of a fucking mess. No, I do actually feel better. Come here. Hi. Hello. Not actually sure what I accomplished other than getting it out of the bag. I need to remove my face and I think I will feel better. There's a million steps inside the opera house. Doors are at 6:30, show started at 8, we're there like inside 7:55. I don't know why it happens. I planned so much. I started getting ready at like 3. Shit just happens. I plan so far ahead. I'll be like, okay, last time I had an hour and a half. This time I'm gonna give myself 2 hours and a half. And like shit still goes wrong. Maybe because it's like a job now. Sounds really strange. I don't know how to explain it, but like there's more than just like showing up and having fun. So maybe that's why I get like stressed out. They would just do useless activities as you're putting shit away. I got teary during carry on. I'm like, don't fucking cry, because I swear if I cried, I wouldn't have stopped. That wouldn't have been good, Diablo. About as good as that fucking accent was, jeez. One thing I did forget to bring was cleanser. I was going to the sauna and shit. My face was like, crunchy. That's the only way I can explain it. My face was fucking crunchy. Got to the point where I was using Hilton's finest body wash on my face and trying very hard to not get it in my eyes. Tell me apart from the inside out. I will say that body wash made my face smoother than Italian guys' pickup lines. I just heard they're romantic. I don't know if that's true. But I've also never been so dry. When I saw myself in the airport, I just had all these dry bits. I was flaking away like ancient architecture. Prizes at airport staff at the security were like, huh, I didn't know that the museum was shipping ancient Egyptian ruins today. Ruins? Can you ship a ruin? Well, I got on the plane, so I guess so. Every step I take, there's like a pile of dust left behind. I'm actually not sure if I just got my body wash or my cleanser. There's also like a 20-minute intermission, and I would have loved it if like the opera house staff, I've got cleanser in my eyes, so just pretend that we're making deep, intimate eye contact whilst I say this. Yeah, g'day, we're gonna take a $5 or 4 or 5. I love this country too much. I can't actually butcher the accent like that. I think I have like a city Australian accent at this point. I tried to fight it for so many years. I think it's just here. I'll be a citizen one day. I don't know if you want to own me, but you have ownership over me, Australia. Congratulations, you are the new proud owner of a emotionally damaged moo. Winston came out for a little bit of a chat, saying it wasn't really a dream of theirs to play the opera house because it seems so like more than a dream kind of thing. Just clapping our fucking hearts out. Every song, every word he spoke, it just felt really good to be a part of that kind of moment, part of like the standing ovation, and look around and see everybody else. I feel like I look sickly, and that's probably just because I'm unwell. I will say we sat next to a really nice couple. As we walked in, the girl was like, oh yeah, you look amazing. I said, thank you. But I sat there in my chair fuming that I didn't say, you do too. I said thank you so much. I was really focusing on not planting my trotters on their feet. I always had this thing, like if I walk past someone in the festival and I like their pants, I would always shout out, oh my god, your pants are cool, like in passing. That's always been, I guess, who I am, so it feels weird when I don't do it and they beat me to it and I just feel like a bitch. It really just added to my stress. I feel like trash. I think I need to have a sleep. One more thing about the show, do you know what got me? They had like the didgeridoo player came out and played it for one of the songs, and it fit so well that I was like, oh my god, is that the instrument that's in the original recording? Like, obviously I'm not from Australia. I know a little bit about the culture, but I really want to deep dive and try and figure it out. It was Wild Eyes, so they're like the in the back of it. I need to give up my dream of becoming an instrument when I grow up. I used to say I want to be a guitar when I grow up because all I'd ever do was sing guitar riffs. I also couldn't find this red carpet anywhere when we first walked in. Yes, I was also had like 5 minutes on the clock, but I did like
a really fast scam. I don't give a shit about competition. Competitions actually stress me out. Like, I would be really stressed out if I ever won a contest. I thought it would be really cute to have a photo because it's such a once in a lifetime opportunity. Can you see my shitter? Oh. I think that would have been really fun, but by the time we came out, they'd taken it down, which I guess they want to get people the fuck out of the venue, but I really regret not going out during intermission. I think I'm going to finish this monster and go to bed. No, you're not. What a fucking sentence. Does it sound good? Oh, it's a picky boy. Thank you for coming along to whatever the fuck this is. I love you. Now go to bed.